Let me tell you all about it in just a second. First 30 seconds, a shout out right now for www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. Gold has gone literally mainstream. You're seeing it everywhere, and the prices keep climbing. More Americans are turning to gold to protect their wealth. How do you take advantage of this? This is why, this is where Noble Gold Investment comes in. From rolling over your old 401k into a gold IRA or helping you purchase physical gold coins or gold bars and deliver them to your home or storing them in a secured vault. Guys, it's very simple, it's safe, it's stress-free. Simply do this. Click on that link below the video. Go to www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. Or call them on the phone at 877-646-5347. You'll be glad that you did. And
Doctors Without Borders announced it is permanently closing its emergency care center in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, due to escalating gang violence, which now controls 90% of the city. The facility, which is a key medical lifeline, had temporarily closed in March of 2025 after armed men fired on evacuation vehicles, injuring some staff. Over 60% of the capital's health facilities, including the main hospital, are now closed or non-functional, leaving tens of thousands without care. From January to June, more than 3,100 people were killed and 1,100 injured nationwide, while gang violence has displaced a record 1.4 million people, a 36% increase since late 2024, the AP has reported. Makeshift shelters have surged from 142 in December to 238 this year, underscoring the deepening humanitarian crisis. Sir Keir Starmer faces scrutiny after the collapse of a trial against two men accused of spying for China, following the release of witness statements by the government. Christopher Cash and Christopher Berry were charged under the Official Secrets Act last year, but have denied the allegations, and the case fell apart, with the Director of Public Prosecutions citing the government's refusal to label China as a threat. Witness statements from Deputy National Security Advisor Matthew Collins highlighted large-scale Chinese espionage targeting the United Kingdom, including politically sensitive information from Tory sources, but did not classify China as an enemy. Critics argue the collapse raises questions about whether the government's desire for a positive relationship with China affected the prosecution and why the CPS could not obtain necessary evidence, Sky News has reported. Calls for a stationary inquiry are growing, with Commons committees expected to examine the case further, while Cash maintains his innocence and criticizes the trial as, quote, completely devoid of context. President Donald Trump said the U.S. may carry out military strikes on land to stop drugs from Venezuelan cartels entering the United States. He noted that while maritime routes are largely under control, land operations are now being considered. The comments followed reports that the Trump administration secretly authorized the CIA to take covert action in Venezuela against President Nicolas Maduro's regime. Since September, the U.S. military has attacked 5 boats in the Caribbean, killing 26 people, whom Trump called narco-terrorist, USA Today has reported. Critics have questioned the legal justification for these strikes, as evidence that the boats were carrying drugs has not yet been presented to Congress.
The world is experiencing an alarming series of apocalyptic events. Historic weather disasters, earthquakes, droughts, wildfires, impending economic collapse, the rise of AI. In Revelation 9:11, Pastor Paul Begley and Pulitzer-nominated journalist Troy Anderson investigate if these are the true signs of the end times. Is this the final meeting of current events and prophecy referred to in the Bible? Revelation 9:11. Order it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Target.com.